These men's physique guys, they're so big now. I think they're actually bigger than the upper body, at least. I think they're up bigger than the actual classic physique guys because remember, they have no weight limit, really.
Men's physique and classic physique is draining bodybuilding down to like nothing.
It really
because
is.
It used to be you'd see classic physique people and you'd say like, well, let's see how this guy would do in the open. I mean, I see some people who are in the men's physique and I say, I wonder how they would do in the 212 or the open, or the open. Like if the guy wanted to take a year, that's it. If there's a few people
I'll bet you Brandon Hendrickson, who's the Olympia champ in men's physique, I bet you he can do classic physique and he would, or even 212, and I bet you he would do very well because he trains his legs. You can tell he's got legs.
Brandon has a great physique, and he's the nothing against him, and he is the champ in that division. But there are people who blast him off the stage in terms of size.
Mm-hmm. Right, but
in that division
too. Do they have?
Well, I don't know, but if because that division is just not about being big, but there, it's about being complete, which is why Brandon's winning. But there are people who he is beating, but he's nowhere near as big as them. They're got colossal upper bodies with full pecs, crazy abs, dynamite delts, back width. They're not even posing their back. You can see that there's back density there. Mm-hmm. And those guys could be good bodybuilders. And that's why, we're seeing, we're not seeing, we're going nuts over Quentin, but he used to be nothing against him, but he used to be, there used to be 5 Quentins in a show like that. In other words, 5 really good physiques in a pro show who all of them had bells and whistles and they'd all destroy like the bigger guys. Now it's like there's less of them and the bigger guys are rising, the cream of the crop. They're rising to the top.
See, that's what's good about, I think, what physique and board shorts is, or classic physique and physique,
men's physique,
are doing. You're emptying out the open of these guys that are just not what my point is, what you end up with is if the open is going to be filled with freaks. And that's what we want to see in that category. You want to see the genetically gifted, myostatin negative fucking freak. 300 pounds. That's what we want to see in the open now because we have that venue because the classic good-looking guys that were going to be the 90s relevance go to those other divisions. So I think it frees up the extreme, and I think the extreme is a very relevant end of what we do.
Well, it is. I mean, it's, there may be, you're 100% right, John, because it's, I was looking at it from like loving to see the
classic.
The classic look in the open.
Right.
I'd like to see the wheelers. But of course, the Nassers and the Dorians would always beat the wheelers.
Yep. Right. So now you got a place for the wheelers. And you got a place. Now the Nassers and the Yateses and everything can stop trying to be like the wheelers, and the wheelers can stop trying to be like the Nassers, and they, go their separate ways, and we get the best of both, I think.